Peace out. Real last week. Yeah.
That's fine. Have a good night.
You too.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, I'm gonna post. As usual, our camera is doing her best to follow me. And this time she got all the AI moment connected. Um, the purpose of today's video is that I give you a framework for you to learn how to rest. Okay, super important when you are dealing with, I'm going to say, a lot of stress, a lot of things in your life. So that's the purpose of today's video, that you learn a practical skill for life. So if you stay with me until the end of this show, let's call it the show, you will learn these 5 steps. Remember, guys, it's 5 steps. It's 5 steps that can help you to rest better, recover from injuries, restore balance, and have what I believe is an harmonious mind. It's also the end of my training today. I've been practicing this framework for, I say, for like 2 days now. No, probably more than that. It comes from the world of Tai Chi or Qi Gong or Qi Gong, and I've used it many times. Essentially because as a national team athlete, and then after that, many hours of Krav Maga. Krav Maga is like these things that are called workshops, where you go and you train like for 8 hours, 6 hours, essentially because, like in my case, you need to learn from top instructors. You'd go and train with them for a whole week, and you stay a whole week close to Paris or in some other place, and you train a whole week, 6 hours, 4, 5, 6 hours a day. So this framework helps you to exactly do that, to recover fast, so then the next day you can perform, and you can do it anywhere. It's really phenomenal. So let's start from here, legs apart. And again, if you have questions, put them in the chat. We can also address later how does internal martial arts, what we're about to do, connects with external martial arts, karate, Krav Maga, judo, I would say jiu-jitsu, things that have a force that is applied on you that is different from the force of gravity. Okay, that's a best definition to compare. Essentially, in internal martial art, there is usually no one attacking you, or you are not attacking anyone, one-on-one man. So this is an internal practice because it derives from your goal to move your leg or your body in a certain direction. So let's put your hands to the side, relax in there, slightly relax your knees, inhale to the nose, exhale to the mouth. 2, 3 fingers below your navel. I like to put my right hand on top and the left one. Just right, rest in there, inhale, exhale. And we are integrating this in our classes. So if you want to start lightly to Krav Maga, to self-defense, into martial arts, this is a great start. 3 breaths. Another one. Inhale to the nose. Here, slightly bring your weight to one leg. Open up, bend your knees. Feel that your spine is upright. Relax shoulders. There should be no tension on the joints. A little tension in your knees, a little, just enough. And open up your hands in here. Like if you're having a big tummy, okay? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Out. In. Out. In, out. 2 more breaths. Out. Slowly bring our hands up to the height in front of you. Exhale. Inhale. Out. Inhale to the nose. Exhale. So it's like you're compressing something, okay? Inhale. Exhale. Relax your joints, your shoulders. Inhale. When you have, expand your tummy and also expand your hands. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I like to maintain my glutes with tension. Inhale. Exhale. The shoulders completely relaxed. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly go down the beginning. Inhale. Exhale. Let your weight follow to the legs. Just mindfully. Oh, I'm feeling my legs. Inhale. Exhale. So bring your hands up like if you're holding a beach ball, like a large beach ball. Okay. In here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. But the hand that is down is going to shift as you exhale, and the hand that was on the top is going to push them out. Inhale. And you make this shift over here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. It's like this restorative movement. Inhale. Exhale. Think about that you're holding the sky and pushing the earth. That's the idea, okay? Inhale. Provides a gentle stretch to the joints. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Go back to the center. Now, the next one, inhale. Exhale. Now, when we put our air out, when we exhale, it slightly go down a bit more, like if you're pushing water down the drain. Down. 1. Down. 1. Down. Good. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Down. It's to be performed at the end of the day, for example, as a calming routine or in the beginning of the day. Inhale. Exhale. And more. Inhale. Hold it there. Exhale. Now bring your hands up to your heart, like if you're holding a box of chocolates close to your heart. Okay, over there. Inhale. Exhale. There should be no tension on the joints. Inhale. Exhale. Let's shift to the other side. Again, in here, the same hand at the size of the arm. So if this is my right hand, stays on top, the left hand on the side. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On the other side, rotate. Not much pressure on the knees. Inhale. And inhale. And out. Inhale. Out. Inhale. Out. One last time on this side, slightly rotate. Get that box of chocolates close to yourself. Out. In front of you. Align the hands. One more breath. Slowly go back to the center. One more element. Inhale first. Line your spine. Feel comfortable with your posture. That's the super important thing in here. Your hands come up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up. Like a big rounded tree and down. Up. Shoulder width apart and down. Up and down. At the center. Inhale to the nose. Exhale to the mouth. Let's stay there for 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Slowly come back. Okay, so when you practice this type of activity, it's called Qigong, Qigong. It's important to reorganize it. There's some theories about this. From a science perspective, we don't really know enough. We know it works in terms of balance, in terms of giving you back time for your more intense practice in Krav Maga, in karate. Those are those I can really speak about. Okay, this will always help me in that sense. But we also need to decompress and reorganize. So this is the method, okay? So legs apart, think about this as I've worked my stance as my breathing, and now I'm going back to get ready to go to bed or dinner or the next steps in my day to day. So from here, again, legs shoulder width apart, go to side to the side and start touching the big muscle of the leg, saying, okay, hello, are you there? Good. Side. But be gentle, okay? But you'll feel that there are areas that need a bit more. Avoid bending for now. We'll talk about that because it's super important, of course. You're able to bend in a flexible way. Okay. Feel there are certain areas of my leg that need more work. Okay. Pause. Now from here, the ones that have done karate would love this. So we're gonna we're going to clench our fists. In here, contract and release. Contract and release. Contract and release. Once more. and release. Now slowly again. Inhale, bit like in the beginning, and inhale, and inhale, pushing that breath down. So that's getting us back to where we were. Now that we worked a lot of this movement, there's something called taking a bath with the chi bath. But I see it as a self-soothing experience. So bring your hands, I'll be closer in here. Bring your hands to your tummy, slightly bend, get an upright position, and then slowly inhale, pass to the chest, up to your head. Kind of when you're waking up in the shower and you're gonna like that good sensation, bring the hands around you. Gonna go to your kidneys. I'll show it from the back. From here, you feel your hands that are hot, and then you go around your glutes, all the way down. If you can, come all the way forward, and you're back to the beginning. So I'll do it again from here. So this 3 times again. So we are here at the dantian at the center of gravity. Gonna move up to your head. And if you don't want to touch your body, that's fine, man. Just go around. Just feel that you're pushing that energy or that sensation. It's about the sensation. If you don't think about the science behind it or what you need to discover, just focus on the sensation of being able to touch the body, pull it up, bring from the legs, follow internal on the front. I feel really good when I do this. It's like, oh, I'm so self-soothing. After an intense day of work, from when you go from the head, you go to your backs, from the hands, step by, it's like your own massage. It's like you don't need to hire a massagist or masseuse, sorry, to do that. And up. So that's it. Those are the first 5 steps that we've done in that can help you recover. Again, I've used it. Look, guys, not exactly this variation. This is very similar. I have the same type of feeling for many of the recoveries within weeks, or sometimes within weeks, from doing an international event to moving to the next, and then moving to life. So it's a practice that allows me, and I would say it's time to allow our students in here to recover faster. And it's super important as an adult that starts Krav Maga in here, that he not only works his technical skills. We're talking about everything that you guys see on the walls. Camera, follow me. We are pretty precise on that. Pretty precise meaning the whole program is drawn on the wall. When you guys come here, you should be able to see the program and should be able to take questions. So the point that I'm making is developing your training routine should integrate the technical planning, right? That's our strikes. Today we did, you guys will see us, you probably see some videos of what's called a boxing flurry or a red sev, if you're going to be more Krav Maga-ish. But it's essentially a combination of techniques in a straight line that should allow you to take down one adversary. But it's super, and then we've got all the areas of takedowns and the ground and knife defense and gun. But these are areas of the technical program, okay, or the things that we need to learn against the problem, against something that could hurt you. And that you need to learn in order to defend other person. Okay, also important thing. But then it's your own training. What do you do in terms of your physicality? Because if you're training here twice a week, that's mostly what people do, like twice a week. Some folks 3 times a week. Others that do really well, like 4 to be sure. Then you should work your cardiovascular system, running and sprinting. I'll put this into separate buckets, and we've spoke about this many times, but super important. And then your strength, okay? And now it comes up a big thing, that is, how do you recover? Here's the framework, okay? That's how you recover. 10, 20, 30 minutes, 3 times a week, it will make you wonders. If you are an older adult, more than 55 years old, I would say this, and we can increase the positions, and this will start to help not only your mental side, but also your balance and your coordination. We do left and right. And what we see many of our students in Krav Maga, we see them today, is that the right side is good, but the left side needs work, including mine. It's not only my students. So this is a tool that will help you kind of wrap this thing up in the recovery method, as a recovery method. I'm going to go down here to see if we have questions. If we don't have any questions, I will be back to help. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Okay, so guys, thank you for joining. Everyone in here. Pretty curious. Thank everyone for joining. It was great to have. Well, yes. So I think that's there was a great comment from, I think, SBI. So yes, so to recover, you should keep your body moving in particular ways, and this is a framework that will help you to recover faster. There are more tools that I believe are super important to use, but this is the easiest way. Just follow what I was doing, follow that 3 breath cycles, and that will be part of your program. If you come in here, well, we'll have an instructor working with you. So yes, so that's exactly what I mean. In order for you to recover. Oh, okay. So a good question. Is there anything that you can eat and drink? It's hard to explain this in a single sentence, but I'll be very direct. Most of our students in here, let's pull the camera to Q&A. They follow a diet, okay? The specific diet for what they are working on. That is, if you are working on weight loss, of course, first of all, always consult your doctor, okay? Always consult your doctor. It's super important. That's the first thing that, and what I'm about to say, it's not medical advice. I want to put this clear. Now, if you need to lose weight, many of our students have done variations of the slow carb diet. I know it brings results. I've tested on myself. I'm doing currently. I'm doing a ketogenic diet because I'm more worried in my case with inflammation. But I would need to address. That is, we need to assess where you are. I think that's the important thing. If you avoid fruit, if you avoid alcohol, so whole foods, avoid fruits, avoid alcohol, remove white starches, aka and carbs, you should be good. Again, this is the simplest advice that I can give. Um, from my tradition and culture, we do December is a very hard month. There is a lot of carbs, a lot of cake, a lot of good things. So, but the point in here, the point that I see is this: we have 365 days in the year, 330 days you can on a diet, you do it on a nutrition method, and then the others you can change that. I hope that worked. Thanks for the question. That is a relevant question. So yes, in terms of summary, this is a 5-step process. My husband got fast metabolism. What would be good for muscle building? Well, I'd say that we need to measure what this fast metabolism works. But essentially, you want to think that muscle building requires that the muscle is stressed, and then you need to feed him, and then you need to rest. Okay, these are the three things, the three components that are super important when you are trying to gain weight. To gain weight on that side of that is, and I would say muscle building, I do not know if muscle building also means losing weight, but most of the people in here that are trying to gain weight, as they do this exercise, not only Qigong that we've done, but Krav Maga, they also want to put weight up. So there needs to be a calorie surplus. So that is a caveat to that 3 steps. That is, the muscle needs to be stressed. The muscle needs to be stressed. Yes, lifting is definitely a method to gain strength. That's probably the best method, to be fair. It needs to be done under professional guidance, the same way that Krav Maga self-defense should be done with professional guidance, the same way that a martial art should be done with professional guidance, so that you don't get hurt. And most important, that you grow, okay, that you learn faster and you learn better, and you avoid injury yourself. So that's, and depending on the age group, I would say that's really important. So stressing the muscle in the right way could be lifting, powerlifting. There are many methods in here. Then the second thing, you need to feed yourself properly. You see that there will be a massive intake of protein and other things that will feed the muscle. And then you need to sleep. Sleep is tremendous. Okay, that's super important. Okay. Are there other tools? I think so. So guys, I'll be here tomorrow. We're gonna try to establish a calendar of times to be on live in a regular manner. But thank you everyone that joined. Thanks everyone and we will talk about martial arts and mental health, and what I've seen that are results from people here at the studio that received a better ability to cope with their lives, not only from the technical side, but also from the mental side, and how they progress their lives forward. So enjoy these, and any questions, just hit me.